Today I'm going to give a talk, and I wanted to let you know that Mary Murnick is in here twice, although she is not named. Okay. See if you can find her. Every year on this day we take measure of where we are and how far we've come. This has been a hard year for those who would like to believe in progress. Last Friday my daughter told me that she'd been hearing the N-word on the bus for months. She says that the boy who is targeted tries to laugh it off, but everyone in this room either knows or can imagine the pain that laughter conceals. In Reed City, 54 years after MLK's "I Have a Dream" speech, this word is still being used to intimidate. Intimidation is the order of the day. Our president-elect and his coterie regularly use insults and slander to silence anyone who challenges them. One of our most respected actresses was recently called overrated. An accomplished stateswoman was labeled crooked, which fed into the lock her up chants on the campaign trail. Just days ago, civil rights veteran John Lewis was called all talk, 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 no action or results. The list of insults could fill the full 2 hours of this in-service. There is finally a pushback in the public sphere, and we now have a Stand with John Lewis movement. Hillary Clinton gets cheers and ovations everywhere she goes in New York City. On the back roads of rural America, the pressure was and still is intense. The campaign signs are still up, and very few people are paying close attention. My oldest daughter is regularly made fun of for being a vegetarian, yet she stands her ground. When it comes to Hillary Clinton, however, she remains silent. She feared her support of Hillary would affect how teachers treated her. One teacher in particular is excitedly counting down the days until Trump takes office and marks it day by day with the calendar outside of her room. A table of boys regularly chants, "Build the wall" during lunchtime. Things aren't much different in the second grade, where my younger daughter's table partner stabbed at Hillary's face with scissors during the mock election. What can we do in the face of this pervasive incivility? An incivility that has even infected our elementary schools. First off, we cannot be silenced. That is easier said than done. During the campaign, I took down our Hillary sign within an hour of putting it up. I remembered that hunting season was just weeks away. Stray bullets carry less guilt than the ones aimed point blank, but both are equally deadly. I allowed myself to be silenced. Am I a coward? Am I a coward? I question myself. I still question it, but I also know that without children, my actions would have been different. From the elementary schools to the congressional hearing rooms, the silencing continues. I regularly read articles and editorials written by Trump supporters that essentially tell critics, "You lost, get over it, concede defeat." The Make America White Again people want those who ask questions to go away. They think that winning means you get to shut down those who dissent. Meeting their incivility with civility will exhaust us, but we must continue to stand up for our values. And to resist calling Trump an idiot, it means resisting intellectual shortcuts. It means that 54 years later, we must march again. This time, 54 years after the I Have a Dream speech, the March on Washington is being led by women. Bernice King, the youngest child of Martin Luther King Jr. and Coretta Scott King, told the organizers, "Women, the soul of a nation. If the soul of a nation is to be saved, I believe that you must become its soul." The horizontal leadership of the march includes Muslim women, women of color, white women, immigrant women, the LGBTQ community, and their many, many, many male allies. The march strives to be inclusive, and I think it will be a place where my daughters will be able to speak freely and to know that they're not alone. Vogue magazine calls it the largest mobilization that any administration has seen on its first day. Regardless of how many people show up in DC and in sister marches around the country, it is an important beginning and an inclusive one. In 1963, Martin Luther King Jr. noted, "We cannot walk alone." In 2016, John Eagle Sr. of the Standing Rock Sioux tribe stated, "Early on, we realized if we stood alone, we are going to fail. None of us can afford to stand alone, given what we know these next 4 years will hold. So let's stand together and let the women lead this time.